Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to have a chat with you, discuss a bloke that I saw yesterday, and how, you know how certain people kind of, you're not quite sure about them, and they turn out to be the person who makes your day for this reason or that. Well, this guy was just damn right funny. I don't think he was trying to be, but bloody hell he was. So anyway, I go out behind work, doing, work-related stuff. And as I'm walking back indoors, I see this guy having a cigarette. I'm like, "You alright, mate?" Just general kind of say hello, be nice. And he just goes, "Don't do drugs." Actually, bit of a description for you. He looks a lot like Fraser from Dad's Army, the old Dad's Army, but with a big bushy moustache and slightly longer, scraggly hair. I go, "Alright," just thinking, "Oh god, this guy's a bit mental." I'm not trying to start talking. I was like, "I did drugs at Woodstock." I went, "Did you?" "Yes." I thought, "Fuck it, let's have a laugh." "What did you do then, mate?" "All of them. Cleaned house." "Did you?" "Yes. It was amazing." "Don't do drugs." And they walked off. He just carried his cigarette and buggered off into the distance. I was like, okay, there is a very strange man, but a story to tell. So remember, kids, don't do drugs. But if you do drugs, do all of the drugs, because they're amazing. But don't do drugs. It's a terrible idea. Sadly, I was not in my bike gear, so I did not have my camera on. I really wish I'd recorded it. The bloke kind of had this weird paranoid look about him. He kept kind of like looking to one side when he was talking, with a big fucking smile on his face. Like, yeah! Oh, God. Cleaned house at Woodstock. I thought cleaning house was a poker thing. Oh well. I don't know, perhaps it's a drug thing. I don't do drugs. I mean, your paracetamol, your ibuprofens and shit like that, yeah, because they're helpful. But I've not got a massive thing against a lot of drugs. Like, I have no problem with weed whatsoever. I just don't do it myself. There's a lot of people have said to me, "You're not the kind of guy to do drugs. You'd go mental on anything." I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay with what I'm doing and not touch them. The stuff that'll kill you, like fucking ecstasy, coke and shit like that, I have no time for. Fucking heroin or crocodile. God damn. Crocodile is evil. I think it was made in Russia. It's made like petrol and thinners and other shit. It's supposed to be like a really cheap equivalent to heroin, but it makes your skin fall off your arm. Google it. I'll put the word up on the screen now, because I am not putting a picture up. You'll go mental if I do. And I don't want to start losing subscribers because I put up a picture of a dude with skin hanging off his arm. The average lifespan of someone on crocodile is a year, and people still do it. But hey ho, I'll stick to the high I get off of motorcycles. The acceleration, the feeling, stuff like that. If you have to resort to drugs because you're not happy, you're obviously not finding something right to do. Yeah, how are you doing something else? Go and do something stupid. Make yourself feel alive like that. Like when I break the speed limit by a little bit. And taxes on that. And VAT. Stuff like that. And then when I went to the chili festival and had a 9 million Scoville chili extract that made it so hard to breathe, you went lightheaded on that. But I can now be one of those people who says, I have done it. I've also got flying hours to my name. I've only done about 3 hours flight time. I've never landed a plane. I've took one off before. But still, it's 3 hours more than some people. I would have carried on more with that, but the bloody flight time you have to do is ridiculous, and then you have to pay for it all. It's just, it wasn't worth it in the end. But, do something, instead of just going, "Oh yeah, well, I'll do coke." Like, good for you. How about you go and do something, challenge yourself. And I don't mean do a bigger line. Talking of drugs, I think I'd be on bloody drugs, because I don't know why. I've just put up the video about the battery being fixed. Yay! But, it's gained a buzz. There's a few other videos which were not coming out, because in the background there is a high-pitched buzz, and it's not the camera, it's not the microphone, it's the bike. I can tell this because I can hear the bloody thing right now. Admittedly, it's not bad now, which is why I'm doing this video, because you'll probably be able to hear what I'm saying. If it gets too bad, then the video will just stop, and I'll carry on somewhere else. But I'm going back to CJ Ball today just to go, why is this buzzing? But I have a problem. It only buzzes on the move, and I'm not getting here early enough for there to be someone free, probably, to go and take it for a test ride to see why it's buzzing. Now, it sounds electrical to me, and I have no idea about electrical stuff, as you may have spotted in the GPZ 500 review video, where I stopped to try and help a guy out in his 125 to find out it's electrical, and I go, right, see you mate. I tried my best, not a clue. So it might just be a loose cable. When they put the new battery in, there might be a cable that's just like slightly unplugged, and it's that kind of near connection. It's just going all the time. But the problem is, the longer journeys I'm doing, when it's too loud, it's one of those noises that isn't just you hear it, it's in your head, and it drives me up the bloody wall, especially at the moment, because my route to work takes between 10 to 15 minutes. But this time of year, when all the holiday makers are about, obviously because I live near the coast, there's a lot of people coming down with caravans, a lot of people just trying to come to the beach for the day. It takes me 20 to 25 minutes, if not occasionally half an hour, to get to work, even though it's a main road. Just people block it up, you've got people turning off the main road, turning on the main road, it just slows it all down, people blocking it, tractors are still around, all that crap. And half an hour of just this constant drives me up the bloody wall. Now I've heard of people having side effects to drugs like that. It's mad. I don't see how you still do drugs. Yeah, hopefully I can get a response as to why I've got a buzz. Anyway, I'll speak to you after I've been to Sage Ball. Sage Ball? Sage Ball. I will speak to you once I have been to CJ Ball. Thank you. Turns out the buzz is the fuel injector, which could be a combination of it having shit in it. Anyway, they took it into the back, had a look at it. It also turns out my starter motor's on the way out, which is great because I've got no fucking money. They said it'd be cheaper to take it apart, clean it yourself. Like, okay. But I wouldn't trust myself with that. I mean, actually, I could do it at my mum and dad's, and then could have a, like, my dad's got some tools, kind of thing that might help. But oh my god, look at that! Isn't that just sexy? Oh, excuse me. 30,000 miles! I have done 30,000 miles now. I probably did it before I looked, but now I am sure. Outside of the memorial in Norwich is where I ticked over the 30,000 mile mark. And I sound like I'm trying to sell something. Pokemon Go on the move. I'm watching you, fucking V85SNH. I was going to stop and have a word, but it's his fucking house. He had a fucking drink in one hand and he was on the phone with the other playing fucking Pokemon Go on his dash. Idiot. Or he was like, over the fucking shop. Jesus Christ. Do not Pokemon and go and drive, people. Do not Pokemon Go and drive, people. Do not Pokemon Go and drink and drive. Do not Pokemon Go and drink and drive and drugs. And juggle. Though I'll be damned if there's not a very fucking low statistic for people who drink, drive, juggle and Pokemon Go at the same goddamn time. Fuck my dick knuckle. For the people who are not in the know, that's the technical term for your bellend. Hello, doggy. I just realized you weren't in the back of the car. How are you? You look very warm. Doggy.
If you like this video, be sure to click like and subscribe.
Even that